this map. So Rickoly's down for PAE.
I think
Masterful
Emma
pushing the
doing
mech as
little
well.
things a bit better. I think like I think they're playing kind of a bit better, like than they normally do, but it's
And this
also
Snipe
think
isn't
as a
able to get
team-
any picks.
they're playing slightly better, but I still don't think their individual players have much awareness of advantage or disadvantage.
We have
Yep.
secured the control point.
Looking fast like a 4-0. So we'll
Maybe
see though.
not.
PAE
First one
We'll see,
came
though.
to within 30-second cap.
PAE's got an Uber advantage, but if they use their Uber properly, they could actually take down Masterful because Masterful are
they
running
should.
crits.
Or alternatively,
Oh, but
they
they're
can
losing
just
player.
kill players. Oh wow, George just
They're losing player.
absolutely obliterated Cobalt. That was nice. It was like 2 directs from high disadvantage.
Yep.
Oh wow, Summer.
Not
oh,
sure
it forced
how-
the Uber. I don't know how. You shouldn't
No,
have.
that was a panic Uber. I don't know why he did that.
Gotta have some balls, Theo. Don't use the Uber.
Yeah.
Captured.
Now here comes the crit soon. Crits is gonna come soon. Crits is
Oh, like look at this.
used.
George is really gonna derp here. No, he's not. He gets midair. Oh, that was nice.
oh,
See, that was
a
better.
lot of kills.
I don't know if that was intentional, but all of the M players just kind of guarded George's flank and let him try walk forward with that Uber. And that should
Yep.
be automatic. That shouldn't need to be commed. That should just be
Just-
oh.
Yeah, it just seems like Masterful's players are just throwing themselves at PA, and
Well-
they're getting kills.
If you do it on a time frame, it's not a bad way to play Viaduct. I mean, you have that massive respawn advantage when you're attacking. And M just need to really stop losing when they have even players on the defense. They've had this happen a few times.
I think you were
Oh,
talking
dear.
about PA Radio.
I know, Masterful, they've lost a couple of situations where they've had even players and they've been the defender, so they have positional advantage.
Oh, I've seen both teams do that actually.
Oh yeah, but I expect Masterful not to make this mistake, because A, this is supposed to be their best map, and B, they're supposed to be a better team.
Mm-hmm.
These
So
guys
we see
wanna
Cobalt flying here.
compete.
Whoa!
Oh wow,
Nice.
wow, no, he should
A
not have been
huge
allowed
risk.
to do that.
A huge risk
gross.
which paid off. Yeah, a huge risk which paid off for PA.
I don't understand. He had like no support there, didn't he? There was no damage from
No,
his team.
no
that was
support.
just
No,
Cobalt.
nobody. Just him
That's
alone.
gross. That's gross. It's actually
And he got
vomit.
the soldier and medic. Yeah. It just shows how inconsistent both teams are. And we see PA have Uber as well, and they're gonna cap the middle. We'll see how they defend it though, and if they're able to hold out their Uber as long as possible.
Rickley kind of being the unsung hero for his team, actually managing to have a huge
Mm.
fragging presence so far. Not, I
Yep.
don't think, what anyone expected.
Yeah, unexpected, definitely.
Oh god! Wow.
Well, they're getting kills, but they have to use their Uber soon. Okay, Uber's forced.
That was
Could
that
get
was
players.
a very strange and interesting and wonderful situation by PAE there. I thought that Masterville completely screwed that because they lost both their scouts,
Yeah.
but they were able to walk out and force the enemy Uber without losing too many players. So I
Did you,
guess
did you see? Did you see
Yeah.
Cobalt flying from across the map?
that
Yeah, I did.
kind of like what Masterful did there is what you want to do when you play this map. They pushed in and they lost half their team, but they got the enemy to the point now where they have the advantage and they can take the point.
Yep.
It's just, I mean, you know, the other team's got over advantage, but they can cap. It's just that mentality of understanding that.
Oh, another
Yep.
clear jump.
It's that
Compete-
mentality of being able to understand that your often isn't just what's on your screen. It's your respawn time, and that's what they did. They
Yep.
used half their team to get the Uber pop. They ran away. They medley pushed him with a crit.
Not sure if it's
And
intentional, but not sure if it's intentional from PAE. But when they capped middle, they actually had one of the scouts switch to a heavy, so that was a good call. But then they just failed with their Uber push. So
I don't know if heavy's the right thing to swap out for a scout here.
probably
I think
is at
two
the 80
scouts
level.
is like amazingly good, and
Oh, did you see
Pinkie
that,
Pie
though?
picks
Did you
Teal
see that?
would be-
Yeah.
I would be amazed if PAE can cap this. Like,
No, but hang on, look at that. Pinky got the medic, but still, Masterful lost 3 guys in return. Oh well, it doesn't matter though.
that was a deliberate thing, though. That was a deliberate thing.
Yeah. So
I
2-0.
can't really tell what's going on with PAE's soldiers. Like, I think I can't tell if who's really supposed to be sticking on the med or not. This is really. Oh wow. Like,
It's was a good rocket jump from Pinky,
They
just
didn't follow
rocket
up
jumping
their
behind
soldier's
him.
aggression at all, PA. They didn't
Oh,
like
man,
make any
yeah,
attempt
great
to support
shot
them.
by M Summer. Holy crap, that was amazing.
Yeah, so a
Guys
lot of
didn't follow
people,
up.
yeah, a lot of
Wow.
players stand for PA.
That's why sometimes it's good to have a demo chase.
That rocket jump, Pinkie Pie thing, the way he rocket jumped behind him really
It
distracted
took
him a
all the
lot.
pressure off his team, yeah. And
Yeah.
it again, it shows like what teams thinking about advantage, disadvantage. All of M were in the most horrible place you want to be. They were at height disadvantage with a soldier on their rock, but PAE weren't thinking about the situation at all. They didn't take advantage of the advantage they had, and they
Yep.
in turn let, you know, they
Yep.
let Masterful regroup and get out of a hole. Now that
Cool.
may have been because, you know, the soul jump was good. It may have been because they sucked. It could have been a lot of reasons, but the point is they didn't pull it off. And
Yep. And PA soldiers just herp derp jump the medic and they get him down, but
yeah, they
Teal's gonna
went
die
off
as
the
well, so
post-Uber fight.
Point is being captured.
I'll be right back 1 second.
Masterful look really bad in post-Uber fights. Like, I've never seen them play them very well at all. They play post-Uber situations really badly. And you have to wonder if that's like a lack of leadership. Is that just... Post-Uber
Very
fights, like
badly.
and anything that's like not a set push is a really good indicator of the team's players' understanding of the game. Like, this is one of the things that all the top American teams, Immunity, Back to the Bus, they all do really well. The way they play a situation that isn't an obvious set play. And Masterful let themselves down in that. They need to think more. This is good though. I mean, they've walked... Oh, no, it's not. Asta gets their medic. So, I mean, PAE have a med down. Sorry, I have a med advantage, but they know that Masterful
Masterful
are going to explode all over the point. Oh, that was a nice shot.
Yep, very.
I think
Okay.
this is really disappointing from PAE. They had the med advantage, they had the heal advantage, they still lost the point. Like, what's going on there?
Alert.
It's at some
So
point,
what's the problem right there? Is it the DM problem or is it just
Could
team
be a lot of
communications
things.
one?
but
I think
I
it's
would
both
just...
teams just playing a lot of DM and not little, a lot of DM and very little tactics. That's the problem.
I would just say though that if you let the enemy walk in with no heals, so HP disadvantage on your team with the medic in good position, a positional damage, then, you know...
So PF got middle, but they've got
I mean,
20 seconds to level
yeah.
the times on the
They also
scoreboard.
need to think about how they want to use their Uber here. Like, there's plenty of opportunity to use an aggressive Uber, particularly now that Asta, they've got 2-player advantage. They could, but they've like...
Great
they've-
shot
no, they don't.
by Cobalt.
Oh man, they're
So I mean,
man,
they've
PA should not be
decided that they're
losing
not...
player. Hang on, look at that. PA's running an engineer as well. Oh man.
If Rickley's death was alright, because he's respawning in time, I think Asta's death was bad. It's like,
Yep.
it's understanding the timing, when as a player you can afford to make a play for the enemy to try and equalize.
Here comes the crits
Like-
from
Yeah.
Masterful.
Teal really shouldn't drop anything to this.
Oh well. Engineer down.
And look at what this Uber has accomplished. Like, no awareness from the PA players. They all just sat back and did nothing with that Uber, even, like, no initiative, no attempt to do anything. Like,
Yeah,
it
even
wasn't
Go on.
wasn't the best situation to do much with it, but they really should have at least tried.
Yeah, even
Oh
when
my
they know
God,
that,
Ripple just
even when
fucked
they know
that up.
Masterful's running crits, they still don't use their Uber advantage.
Yeah,
Pretty weird.
and some players are kind of dying in situations where they really shouldn't have. Like, it's you got to think about it. Like, if you're gonna make a play, it's better to go, especially if you have a large advantage and you can defend. It's better to go for it rather than to hesitate. Because the longer you hesitate, the longer you're going to be respawning when you're dead.
That's true. Not just that.
Masterful using
you know-
another crits, this should get a lots of kills. This should allow
You know
them to
what's
equalize the
you know
fire.
what's funny to me? One of the PA
1 minute.
play.
Point is being captured. Mission ends in 6.
Because
Damn, his voice died.
no, well he was banned because he was off-classing a lot by the admin, and then we see him off-classing in a tournament match. So not really sure what's happening there.
Unless you're Mackie, in which case it's a sign of Mackie. Like, I don't get this. Again, they've given up. Oh wow, Ripple just walked onto like 5 stickies.
Yep. And the
It's
medic's
a
gonna go
boss,
down
yo.
soon as well.
Oh, great shot by Assassine.
Medic down for PA.
He gets a good whack to the face.
Yeah, Nasty with 2 huge kills too. Like, he got the demo with the medic.
Yeah, Summer didn't prepare to use the crit
Yeah.
speed again very well. This has like been a repeating issue. Yeah,
Well,
they stayed in
Ripple-
a corridor.
30 seconds.
Yeah,
Now they've walked out.
they're stacked up in now,
Um,
we're cap in the middle.
That right there was.
Oh,
that
damn
right.
it.
It
Head
doesn't.
down.
That
What
doesn't
bad
matter. That
movement.
doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. They were gonna lose something important.
Yeah.
That right there was an example of Jordan Pinkie Pie extremely derp. If any of them had come in from another angle, they probably could have mopped that without Jord dying, and then they probably could have defended their medic with 2 soldiers, and he wouldn't have died. It's like little things, just like one so-called unimportant death can mean everything.
Yeah, let's follow Piggy Pie for a while then. So they're making their way down middle, bottom. Pretty sure we're gonna see.
Jumping on things.
Yeah, to see obvious rocket jump soon. Yeah, there we go.
Well, I mean, it's working. He goes behind them and they don't
Yeah.
do anything about it.
Yeah, there.
Oh,
And he actually
Rickily
gets a scare
screwed.
ban as well. Yeah.
Yeah, he shouldn't have either. Like, he should have... Rickily shouldn't have overextended to pick that fight. And now look, because he's overextended to pick that fight, it like
2 scares.
Emir and Nasty will win this fight. No, they won't. They'll miss everything
What?
and get killed by a demo. Never mind.
It's mind-boggling the way these guys play sometimes. But oh well. They still cap middle and Masterful disadvantage because they're running crits.
Crits drop.
And medic down, yeah.
One
And Soldier
question
Dan as
I
well.
would be asking a Panda right now is why is he using the Bloodsaga?
Is that allowed? I don't know.
Oh, it's allowed. It's just dumb. Honestly, crossbow and amputator can get away with it. The regen is amazing. Oh
God, oh wow.
wow, massive
Lol.
derp from
Yeah.
both Teal and Asta. I don't know whose fault that was, but there was no communication there. Like,
Yep. And Teal was
Teal
forced to
shouldn't
pop a
have been
Uber late.
there. Teal shouldn't have been there. Asta shouldn't have been there. There should have been a plan where Teal should have Ubered to save Asta. Teal has 0 HP. Teal goes down in post-Uber
Yes.
play. Oh, dude.
And again, we're seeing Engineer coming out. This is pretty retarded, honestly. Like, running Engineer
Well,
and Viaduct.
I don't think the engineer's a bad idea. A lot of teams do it, but it was more like...
Yeah,
it
but
would've
setting a
worked-
sentry, like, in the middle of the, I mean, almost in
would-
the middle point.
It would have worked if, you know, that awful situation with the medic and the Uber. It's like, I don't know, PAE, it's like they have 0 communication in any way, shape or form, and I mean communication in the sense like explaining how they want to play the game. Like,
Yeah, I
the
think-
way they're making plays and stuff is just really, not just dumb, but oh my god, wow.
Medic down.
That was gross. Like, that
Was that a
scout was
roller?
attacking the medic for ages. Yeah, but it was because the med was on like 10 HP. Masterful's
Ah.
med went down there to spam pipes because half his team couldn't kill a single scout hiding on the point. Gross.
Yep.
That's alright though, leaves Jord open to do what Jord loves to do, jump at people.
Well, demo down for Summer. It was a demo versus demo battle. Cobalt comes out on top. And PA have Uber advantage, but they're down on the score.
I didn't even know
on-
Cobalt main
yeah.
demo. Oh my god, Riffle just
No, I
missed,
don't
like,
think
every
so.
rocket.
Okay, they've got to do something with his Uber. Cobalt has to sticky jump right now. Like, oh man. Okay.
I think they've kind of accepted they can't. I mean, okay, so now they have the point, and
They've
they-
got to
they
put
get-
defensive sticky. Yeah.
like a soldier
Oh, no.
attempting to do some kind of a goblin or juice strat.
Yeah. Oh, Cobalt. Okay, I like this from Cobalt. Soldier down, medic down, and he's behind him as well.
Oh,
Wow, nice
he
nade.
really shouldn't have been allowed to do that.
It
And
was fun, I
because
guess. He did a lot of damage.
What Masterful's mentality there was, I can see what they were trying to do. They were trying to just kind of half push out and get kills and try and get Pinkie Pie to suicide before their Uber came up. Because they had time.
Oh, they're not
yeah,
even
their
tracking
med
the
died.
soldier. Yeah. They're not tracking the soldier, and PA's medic goes down.
And now Summer's kind of in on the point. He can do some damage here.
Did you,
maybe.
did you
No,
see
he
that
won't, he'll
nobody
die.
was even looking at the soldier when he rocket jumped? Like, they were all, like, busy looking at the point. Fuck. Annoying. Like, just watching these guys play.
Pinkie Pie, the MG warrior. I'm not sure. Oh my god, notice there's a demo on your medic, yes. Cobalt jumps the med and dies. He's doing, some of those jumps are working, but he does it too much, and M aren't
Yeah.
making too many mistakes. It's more
Yeah,
what
well,
they're
they're
not
working.
doing rather than the mistakes they're making.
Yeah, well, they're working because
Oh
PAE
my
is not really doing much.
god! They let, oh, like the lack of awareness
Mission
from
ends in 60
M when their
PAE?
med gets bombed.
Oh,
No, it's not like, the mentality is this. You're going to lose your med a lot on Viaduct and a lot of bombs are going to kill him. And
Mhm.
when I look at like any M player when their med dies, I don't think they even realize. It's just like, are they noticing?
This is probably because they're using a sub-medic, because, as I understand, Press is pretty vocal when she's, getting hit.
I meant more like, not so much how much the med is complaining that he or she is getting killed. It's more like
Mhm.
they just don't seem to know what's
How to
in an
react
area.
fast, or how to know, I don't know.
I think it's more lack of awareness of what's happening around them. Like, again, they only play based on what they see on their screen, and they're looking the
Probably.
wrong way a lot of the time.
Probably, yeah, not thinking 2 steps ahead. So, and have got the middle point, and they've got a huge lead. Well, not a huge lead, but kind of a lead. And Masterful
Well,
are busy.
given
I mean,
that they have...
yeah.
It takes about 2 seconds to cap this point, so their advantage is bigger than it looks.
Yeah, P's just sticking around.
I
Jorge-
don't
Jorge's
understand what
off
PA you're
passing a
doing
lot.
here. Like, bomb them and force through them now, or push. No, they've done nothing. Because they
Yeah.
do nothing, because they sat around kind of holding their dicks, they...
Yeah.
M
Lost
just
3
walked in and
players,
took
yeah.
ground and fucked them up. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because, like, that was like this. Half of PA wanted to be aggressive, so then in positions to go aggressive. Half of PA were trying to be defensive, and they were in positions to
Defensive,
be
yeah.
defensive. So M just walked forward and killed them.
Miscommunication, yep.
Yeah.
So, Masterful gonna win the first map, 4-0. Not really that exciting, or really that interesting to look at.
Yeah, Cobalt and Rickley made some little bits and pieces that were nice, but like
Mhm.
not really much coordination at all.
Yep. Come on, I want to see the next map being an exciting one. Come on, come on, come on! Should we tell them
the
that?
game for the night.
No, they're, the next game should be good. Masterful versus Vico. It should be right after this. So that should be a good
Vico.
match to watch. Yeah, man, it's
I
gonna be
swear
good.
to God, if they run fucking heavy on Granary again, I will hit them.
I don't think they will. Actually, they might, because they've been pretty weak in Granary, so...
Oh,
For
Granary
Vico?
is not complicated. Jump both soldiers
Ah.
at them.
Return of the Kings.
Well, I mean, push pull on it is more complicated than most maps.
Mm-hmm. So while we're waiting for the STV to sync up, just want to tell our viewers that the next map will be something, and they're gonna play something.
I'm gonna
Herter
tell
and
I'm
Masterful's
gonna
gonna
tell
win.
all of our viewers to give me all your money.
Give me your money.
No, give me all your money.
What's the difference there?
That is all.
Well, the next map will be Freight, and I don't know. I don't see PAE doing much really. I think they're gonna get steamrolled again. Doesn't seem like they care much, and I think they just want their free praise of Portal 2.
Ah, come on.
I have zero idea like how serious they are or anything. But I find that there's a lot of teams out there. I had an interesting chat to a Division 1 team that disbanded in Australia recently about this. They were kind of in the lower end of division. I won't say who they are. They said that their kind of leader figure, well not leader figure, but one of the most motivated players in their team, the way he thought about getting better was like this. He wanted them to play 6 to 8 maps a day, so that's like 2 to 3
Holy
hours.
shit. That's a lot, yeah.
And that's all he wanted to do. He just wanted to play games non-stop. He didn't want to get his team of 6 in a server and kind of like and look at problems and go, we're not thinking about the game correctly. Why
Yeah,
aren't
the
we thinking
practice
about
session,
advantage, disadvantage, what advantage? Well, I'm not even saying like practicing. I think
Yeah,
like
just
the
play,
whole,
play.
oh, hold here, do this is really retarded. What I mean is more taking a game of your team and your players and sitting maybe with someone better, but the most important thing is just taking your players and going, well, okay, this is advantage and disadvantage. What do we do with them, and what do they mean, and you know how to use them and stuff like
So
that.
see, he wanted his team to actually play like 3-4 hours a day instead of just talking log crafting, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, like, whereas, you know, I think, and at some level playing a huge amount can work really well.
It
But
does. It
like,
does.
I think when
Because at the end of the day,
Dignitas,
it's just gotta be practice, practice,
I
practice.
think a
So.
really telling one was Dignitas would play TF2 for 5 hours a day, 5 nights a week, when they were the unstoppable monster beast team that never dropped the game, and I think had a winning. They were unbeaten for 1 year in everything. I don't think they even dropped a map. And
Yep.
no, they lost and drew a few maps. They did not lose a single best of 3 or anything like that
Yeah,
for
well,
a
yeah,
year.
that's the motto. Just practice,
And,
practice,
and, and the
practice.
thing was, it wasn't 5 hours of maps, it was 5 hours of everything. It was, you know, sitting your players down and talking about advantage, disadvantage, looking at your own games, which is really important. Yeah, so it was not just mindless
True
playing
commitment, then.
teams. It was commitment in every aspect. It was actually thinking about in-game situations.
Yep. It's definitely a lot. 5 hours is a lot. I don't think Asian teams can really commit to 5 hours a lot every day. But I mean, they probably can, but you never know.
I think the mentality is just more make the most of the time you have. Immunity in Australia was such a dominant team for so long, and they didn't really play an enormous amount, but as
Yeah.
I understand it, they spent a fair amount of time thinking about the game. Same thing goes with Dogs when they stopped playing as active a role in Australian Tier 2, which I think was after NGRI. They managed to stay a step ahead of YSW, and one thing that is very obvious when you listen to the Dogs players is that they understand the situations of the game. That their IRC, I mean, obviously I've never sat in the private IRC channel, but they came across the sort of guys where if you had that private IRC, and you like put up a 24-hour log, they would all be talking about the game. They would all have their opinion. They would all be thinking about situations. It wouldn't be pages and pages and pages. It would just be like a group of 6 or 8 guys that think about the game and bounce their ideas off each other and actually, you know, just take it seriously. With the
Yeah,
time
it seemed like
they
what
put in.
it seemed like what we see the players do sometimes in Oz Fortress. Definitely.
It's not so much about the time commitment as it is what you do with the time you commit.
Yeah, just thinking about the game. It's thinking every aspect for sure. And BAB was it?
Yeah, Bob. I mean,
They,
cover players on BOB spent a huge amount of time in TF2 and played the game a lot, but a few of them didn't play nearly as much and simply thought about the game.
No, but what was the game that we watched where Rep just went crazy, like five man downs every round? Was that?
Or versus
that was...
Rewound, he went
Oh, Rebound,
ballistic
yeah,
on-
Ren. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah, that was very good to watch because it was all about positioning. That's why, like, he got a lot of frags because he was in good positions all the time.
Well, Vic played for Immunity is one thing I know, and I don't think Rep played for Back of the Bus. I mean, obviously I haven't watched them scrim or anything, the big deal breaker, but it would have had a fair bit to do with the outcome.
Yep, so
Because,
saying Rep will
and,
join the server.
I mean, Vic probably doesn't have the impact on the game that Rep does, because Rep is a freak. I don't think anyone in Australian TF2 has the impact that Rep has on a game. It's ludicrous. Like and Vic can't either because he plays Soldier. Soldier just doesn't have the impact that Scout does. But the thing with Immunity is that they become really dangerous, not so much even because their players are all good, but because as a six,
As a
they're all
team.
on the same page. They're very dangerous, and that's why Vic I think would have been really important for Immunity. It wouldn't have even been that he is a great soldier. It would have been as much that Vic is going to be on the page that Yuki and Aporia is going to be on, that Boat Sub is going to be on, and that's really powerful. Whereas I think, and maybe I get this wrong, but I think they played with Grey Hunter, and he doesn't play a particularly large amount, and I don't think he's played much with Immunity anyway. So I mean, I'm sure the lack of Rep for Back of the Bus and the lack of Vic for Immunity were difficult for both of them. You know, would have affected the outcome. By how much exactly, I have no idea.
Okay, well, let's talk about the second map right now. It's they're gonna be playing Frayed, and well, I actually think PA can get at least a few rounds